Play every play, one play at a time. Let's play fast. Let's play physical.
Pitt football is underway.
Here we go, 2020. Whatever it brings, we're set to play.
As despite everything, football is happening.
Welcome back to Pitt Beyond the Script. Coach, you face Syracuse this Saturday. Just first impressions of the Orange. They just lost to number 18 UNC. It was a tough game. You know, first game of the season, ACC opponent. Most coaches don't like that.
No doubt about it. I certainly don't like it, and it's happened quite a bit with Wake Forest and Clemson. Happened with us in Virginia last year, and it's just part of the, I guess, the 2020 schedule a little bit. And it's also something that's part of the ESPN and them dictating when you play Power 5 teams, when you play maybe a lesser opponent. So it's not easy, but they'll be prepared when they come here. They've been there. They've been in the ACC where we're playing Austin Peay. We haven't really had that hard hit yet that I think we'll get Saturday. It'll be a dogfight. Syracuse is always going to play us tight. I don't think any game in the last 6 years has been, anything less than, or more than 7 points, period, whether it's a field goal, whether it's overtime, whether it's a fake punt. I mean, there's been some great games with this football team, and it's a rivalry game. Back from the old Big East days, it's a game that they will come prepared. Dino Babers will have them ready. We'll have our team ready. It'll be a dogfight. Your
defense made a statement on Saturday as well with a shutout. Last year, they racked up 9 sacks against Tommy DeVito. How do you prep for this offense on Saturday?
Well, I mean, they have challenges that we have to deal with. They run a lot of 10 personnel, which means there's 4 receivers in the game. It's one of their favorite personnel groupings. So they spread you out and put more athletes on the field. They've got a ton of speed, really on both sides of the ball. But at the receiver position, you got to be worried about Taj Harris and his explosiveness at the receiver spot. We've got to change it up. You can't come in and do the same thing you did last year, or they'll kind of play off of that and they'll have answers. So you got to find out something a little bit different, especially when you're going into year 5 that we played Dino Babers.
Offensively, you're going to be facing a revamped Syracuse defense under new DC Tony White, but you still see Andre Cisco named on the All-American watch list in the summer. How do you prepare for that?
Well, I mean, just like anybody else, I mean, we've got 2 pretty good players on the hash, DeMar Hamlin and Paris Ford, so our guys see it every day. But, you don't see him every day, So he plays a little bit different style, like everybody does. Everybody's got a little different style. But, Kenny will watch a lot of tape. Running backs, receivers will watch a lot of tape, knowing how to adjust the routes versus different coverages. And we got to do a good job mental preparation. Then we got to go out and run fast.
You mentioned you were developing a little bit of an ulcer last week. Are you feeling better now that you've gotten through week 1 and some of the COVID testing?
Yeah, there's no ulcer, but I'm a guy that likes things to be detailed out and structured. And sometimes, in this world right now, there's nothing structured. Everything is, looking at your watch like, did we find anything out yet? Do we know anything? What's going on? It's nice to get 1 under your belt and be working on 2.
You talk about leadership, though. It's so impressive how this team is dealing with the sudden changes. Just talk about that.
Our kids have been great, and again, I don't see them at night. They're out running around wherever they are. Hopefully they're in their apartments, taking care of business the right way. But they've been outstanding. I mean, they've listened to us as coaches, and I think, we've stressed how important this is. We've stressed the dangers of going out there and infecting yourself and then infecting our bubble, this team bubble.
And one final note. The moment where you guys walked over to the band and where the student section would be, that was a really special moment and a good nod to them.
Yeah, well, I mean, we miss those guys. They're part of our game day experience, and whether they're there or not, we're going to go over there and pay tribute to them. We wish they could be there. We wish the band could be there. It's something you miss. You miss your parents being there. You wish your wife and kids being there, and we miss the band and the Panther Pit.
Well, thank you, Coach. Best of luck on Saturday.
Thanks, Casey.
And thank you for watching another edition of Pitt Beyond the Script.
Hey, 2020 season, we're getting this money all season. Let's go.